Failure is not an option until it is. If you were to compare all of the differences between small, medium, and big businesses, the list would be considerable and quite lengthy. From the mindset needed to the capital required, they are really apples to oranges. And as businesses across the nation attempt to mitigate the effects of the coronavirus, there is a blaring truth that needs to be talked about in order to preserve the lives of many. Not every business will survive this pandemic. Wow, holy Debbie Downer, right? Now, this is not meant to scare those who are struggling or to add more poison to the already poisoned well, but to introduce a perspective that may help many small business owners find their path. We have all been indoctrinated that to fail is the worst thing you can do. Who wants to tell the story of failure, right? Who wants to be branded a failure? But the truth is that everything that is great in this world was derived from a series of failures that resulted in something better. And the same is true for you and your life. In 2004, I started a performing arts instruction company that placed well-known teachers with studios across the country to teach masterclasses. We hustled hard, developed the business, made calls, sold like crazy, and found success early on. We were lucky. We then had the idea to open a brick-and-mortar dance performing arts studio in Las Vegas, Nevada. While I was a good enough business person to run a business that only carried overhead when there was an event, I was not good enough to run a business that had rent, payroll, insurance, tenant improvements, and marketing. My inadequacies were amplified by the fact that this business was born completely out of ego, not of passion and purpose. I was shown the door several times by the universe, but I refused to let failure be an option. I paid dearly for my ignorance, and the experience put me into bankruptcy. A successful cancer physician gave me this to ponder as things were coming to an end. He said, many people have paid more than you have for a master's degree in business and come into the business world with no practical experience. You now have the practical experience and paid far less for your education. He was right. The experience taught me so much about humility and cash flow, overhead, not to fear, to ask for what you want out of life. And most importantly, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. I tell you this story because there is a gauntlet that many small business owners are facing, and it is not COVID-19 as you would expect. It is their own internal dialogue that keeps them a hostage to not accepting what is and what will be for fear of failing. This fear of failure stops each and every one of us from seeing things as they are. We are going to make this business work. We will come out of this okay and be stronger. The second is definitely true, if you are honest with yourself and your situation. But the first is not a guarantee. No one knows what the future holds, and it is more unpredictable than ever. Each and every business owner, regardless of their knowledge and success, is strong and has taken on the risk of starting a business and won. You are strong, and you need to recognize that first and foremost. If you can see the path for your business clearly, keep on going and don't stop until you are satisfied. If you do not know what you are doing or what you are going to do, then be candid with yourself and make the best decisions for you right here and right now. Being candid is your biggest responsibility to you and those who depend on you. Not one of us is failing. We are learning. Just as every great business owner, leader, and manager has done and is doing in the modern age. Failure is an option. Learning from your experiences and getting back up is not.